Here we go. Welcome back to the N.y.a show. Been a couple of days, everybody. Shout out everybody who continues to support the show. Let's get right into the story. Another black man takes the fall. Another black man takes the fall. Fugees rapper convicted in U.S. over lobbying campaigns with Malaysian financier. So the big guy Pras, that many of you guys know from the Fugees, he has just been convicted on criminal charges that he conspired with uh, jholow, a Malaysian financier who had in his possession the largest Malaysian piggy bank for the people, which he misused the funds for. The one Malaysian development, Berhad is detailed as 1MDB. That's how it's always listed. And truly unfortunate that all the people in Malaysia who thought that they were going to get homes and crib, homes, cars, resources, food, it was too busy being laundered by a guy named jholow, who was also a part of this case. But since he's been on the run for years, goddamn Pras got his ass caught up. Haitian man, what you doing getting caught up in the U.S.? You're supposed to be in Haiti somewhere. Got caught up here, and now he's been convicted. He was charged with 10 counts of criminal trust, a conspiracy acting as an agent for a foreign government, witness tampering, and false campaign financial records. They accused him of plotting with jholow to attempt to influence the Barack Obama presidency and Donald Trump's presidency. He faces a separate lawsuit where Low is in a separate lawsuit. He's not there. They can't get him nowhere. Where he apparently embezzled 4.5 billion from, like I said, the 1MDB Sovereign Wealth Fund. He remains at large till this day. The Fugees, of course, they won some awards back in the day. Prosecutors said that he agreed to funnel $2 million for Low into Obama's re-election campaign and received millions of dollars. He was promising people pictures and stuff like that, and where he was masking where the source of the funds were. Lo and behold, jholow was the one with the big bag at the end of it, and he was also seeking to convince Trump-era Justice departments to drop a criminal case against jholow once the scandal was about to be investigated by the United States. So here he was in their ear saying, shh, shh, telling folks, don't be looking at my dog like that during the Trump presidency. Even Jeff Sessions had to testify during this trial, and your boy Leonardo DiCaprio had to testify too. We're gonna get to him too on the witness stand. Pras said that the $20 million that he was paid over the course of 9 months was to help Low secure a photo with Obama. He says that he acknowledged that some of the money was used to pay for some of his friends to come to the political fundraiser for Obama, but says that Low did not direct him to do that. Say he looked at this money as free money, and there's no such thing as free money. His lawyers are out there trying to argue the ignorance of the law, but ignorance of the law is no defense. And they're saying that Pras was out here passing along information to the FBI. So FBI informant about China's desire to have one of theirs, just like we just did the trade-off with Brittany Griner. He was out here trying to get one of theirs given back. He was in the middle of that situation as well. Now, Leonardo DiCaprio, at the top of this month, he got on the stand saying that when jholow was dealing with him, jholow came into the picture. They checked 3 times, y'all. An official movie studio checked 3 times, plus his people, to make sure that the money was good and legit before they accepted jholow's money when jholow helped to finance the Wolf of Wall Street. Go and listen to him when he accepted his speech. He thanks jholow because he was supposedly, because he was the one who put the stolen funds. They made a movie about a fraud, a scammer, and then the money was supplied to make the movie about the scammer, about a buyer scammer. How ironic is that? DiCaprio, he testified that he stopped speaking to him around 2015 when his representative discovered that he was dealing with a man who was using illegal funds from Malaysia and a multitude of other places. In 2016, they tried to seize the assets from the Wolf of Wall Street, as well as a painting that he got for a Picasso painting that they got for DiCaprio that Low got and bought with stolen funds and gifted to him. And they're saying that up to this point that they're still working with U.S. prosecutors to return any funds or his charities received from the 1MDB, because this man was using stolen money. He had a company, LA-based movie company named Red Granite Pictures, which the government has been able to get $60 million back from, which is the studio that he was funneling the money from to even be able to supply to supply the money to help DiCaprio in the first place. And it was talks that this man wanted to give 20 to 30 million when he casually mentioned that he wanted to help out 20 to 30 million to Obama's presidency, which DiCaprio said that I said, wow, that's a lot of money, DiCaprio said in court. So this was earlier this month that he was on the prosecutor's side, brought to court to testify about his relationship with jholow, who is associated with Pras, who got him on the stand, why Pras had been on the stand and is facing these charges now. He's associated with a man who's running free. That's why I'm like, he was doing low scale stuff to what jholow was doing on a major scale, but jholow out there sipping tea, living his best life, going unscathed by what's going on right now. But this is the face that you're gonna see on every blog, because he was the one who they was able to get in court. You're gonna see his face on everything. Lo and behold, jholow's supposed to be sitting right there with him, because he was at the end of the day, you're a foreigner trying to influence the U.S. election, like they said Russia was trying to do. So you get held to that same standard. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Pras, he was a member of the fugees. He has been convicted 10 counts of conspiracy, like he's using funneling funds that he was getting from a foreign entity to get U.S. favors, and he has been found guilty by those. Leonardo DiCaprio showed up and testified for the prosecution, as well as former Attorney General Jeff Sessions came up there and had to testify as well. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this story. It's the N.y.a show, and I appreciate y'all as always getting caught up in some bull.